right, what's up, everyone? Swinging Bull here. There's the closing bell for the regular session, just rang. Today, we're going to be going over Cisco earnings. They report at 4:05 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be streaming here in the Discord. What's up, Nikki, Swellington, Todd? Got some people piling into the room here. Also streaming on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. So welcome, everybody. Usually get around 500 viewers every time I do this, but I do these earnings streams every week. So usually Wednesday or Thursday. Today we're going over Cisco. So again, they report at 4:05 p.m. Eastern. So we got about 5 minutes. They were kind of pumping a little bit into the close. This is the 5 minute chart on the right here. Getting some higher lows on the 5 minute chart, some higher highs. We'll see what the data is when they release it. I was long on Cisco with a put credit spread. So basically I was short the put. So that's a bullish strategy. And actually took profit on that earlier today. I got about 30% on it. I know some other members in the Discord got like 40 or 50% on it. But I figured it was a good idea to just go ahead and take the profit and reduce our risk exposure, basically eliminate our risk exposure with that particular underlying. So that's what we did. I think it was the right thing to do. That way, we don't have to be involved with the trade if Cisco does have a negative reaction. So it looks like a lot of people are starting to join. Got a little over 50 people joining us right now. Let's go over let's go over some info first on Cisco. Okay. So first of all, for those that don't know, what Cisco is, Cisco Systems, they're based in the US. And they basically sell a range of technologies that power the internet. Okay, that's just kind of sum it up, right? They definitely a solid company. PE ratio 13.39, very good there. EPS 3.28. They even got a cherry on top. They pay a dividend 3.22%. So pretty, like I said, pretty solid company. I've always liked Cisco. We kind of just look at their financials here. This is the quarterly basis on total revenue has come down a little bit, but still very high. Over $12 billion a quarter. Net income, they're definitely a very profitable company. They make billions of dollars every quarter. So they're definitely a profitable company. That's what I like about them. And just looking at the balance sheet, debt to asset ratio only 54%, so way below 100%. I like to see debt to asset ratio below 100%. Anything above that means the company's probably over leveraged. Degree of leverage is high there. So Cisco only 54%. So I love the company just as a quick glance on the Webull Financials tab here. So we'll see what the reaction is going to be here in a couple minutes. Again, it's 4:05 p.m. Eastern. Their forecast EPS is 86 cents. The forecast revenue is 12.47 billion. They are currently trading above the anchored VWAP. You can see right here on the Earning Whispers graphic. So they're just above the anchored VWAP. Let's see if they can stay above that with the earnings announcement. Let me go back to the sticks real quick, make sure we're not missing anything. Yep, just kind of holding steady here. It's going to be about another minute and a half, and we should get some data. Let me get my other screen pulled up, so as soon as the data gets released, I can post that for everybody. Just give me 1 second here. Okay. Okay, just logging in. Let me, oh, they're asking me to review. Hold on. Okay, so just looking for Cisco data, so that way when it comes out, I can post it for everybody. Okay, yep. Got some people that entered some puts. Had kind of a mixed bag. Some people were long, some people were short. Like I said, I was long Cisco. I was actually in a long position on Cisco for quite a few weeks, and finally got some decent profit on it this morning. And like I said, instead of playing through the earnings, I figured just take the profit, and then we'll play the reaction of the earnings. So if we get a negative reaction to Cisco's earnings, usually I have like a 2 to 3 day rule when there's a good sell off. Usually wait a couple days at least to make sure that the selling has stopped. some people see a red day and they just, they start entering trades just because the stock is red. And it's like, we got to kind of wait for a floor to form, wait for the selling to stop. Usually it's a couple days. If there's a positive reaction like we're seeing right now, wow, up over 5% here. It's exactly 4:05 p.m. Eastern, so the data must be out. Let me refresh my screen. And also, we'll keep our eye on the candlesticks to make sure this isn't, like a fake out move. Sometimes the first reaction isn't the real reaction, but we shall see. So give me 1 second here. Just gonna look for some info. Okay, wow, we got a ton of people piled into the stream. Over 200 people now and climbing. Good to see everybody. And for anyone returning from previous streams from the prior weeks, welcome back. So far, positive reaction. Do got a bit of a big upper wick here on this 3-minute candle. We'll see. We'll see how strong the buyers really are here on this next candle. Got a couple levels to the upside on the ask. 52.80 and then 53. I'm not really seeing anything else but that. Order book balance. Yeah, we do got a slight buyer side imbalance on the order book. We'll see if that holds up. RSI, this is a 3-minute chart. RSI is sitting at 96, so pretty overheated there. Check the 5-minute. Yep, same thing on 5-minute. Go 1 minute. Yeah, so far positive reaction. Okay, up almost 4 or 5%. Just wanted to check and see. Oh, let me exit out of that. And give me 1 second here. Tip Brinks is got to add up on me. Let me just X out of that. Okay, let's see. I just want to look at the previous earnings real quick. Only take a second. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, it looks like, and this is exactly what I thought. Like, so this is the previous 10 earnings here, and they always do a really good job beating EPS. Not even one blip here in the past 10 earnings. So again, just gives more credit to why I like this company so much. Past reactions to previous earnings, the prior two, there was negative reaction on the prior two. The two before that, a little green there. Not really big moves happening on Cisco. That's another reason why I like it, because it's not really a very volatile stock. Let me just X out of there. Go back to the candlesticks here. Okay, so getting a nice move up over 6% now, over $3 a share. So anyone that was still long on Cisco, so far it's looking pretty good. Let's go here and let me just show everyone the position I was in. I think it was either the doctor, I think it was the doctor, one of our Discord members who was trading Cisco with me. Let me double check here. Okay. Yeah, this was the Cisco trade here. So I took profit on this earlier today, almost 30%. And I was like, what the hell? Might as well take the profit. Let's go back to the candlesticks here. Yes, it's a good reaction. Expected move for Friday's expiration on Cisco. It was only $2.24. So it's already surpassed that just on the earnings reaction. We'll see if this holds up. It's not really time to put on a Fibonacci yet. Gonna wait for a little bit of a pullback for that to happen. As far as what's going on right now, it looks like it just possibly wants to keep making new highs and after hours here, new after hours high per se. Let me refresh my other screen and get some data. Okay, got a little bit of data here. So Cisco sees fiscal year revenue 53.6 billion to 53.8 billion. Let me see. Okay, the estimate 53.63 billion. They also named ex-Splunk CEO Gary Steele as go-to market president. Okay, so we do got some info here. Let me just slide this over so you guys can see. So this is some data on Cisco earnings, okay, from Bloomberg. This looks like the actual Bloomberg terminal too. So what they did is they boosted its revenue forecast for the year. So fiscal year forecast for Cisco has been boosted. Anytime you see that, a lot of times it doesn't matter what the EPS and revenue comes in at. If they boost the remainder of the fiscal year guidance, you're gonna see a very positive reaction, and that's what we're seeing. That's what we saw. Getting a little pullback now, but it's still up here at the top of this. Let me draw a Fibonacci on this just to see where that 25% level would be. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of hanging out right around 25%. Kind of wick down to this 38% momentarily. Buyers trying to push it back up now. But so far, good news. They raised fiscal year guidance, so that's great there. Sees revenue 53.6 billion to 53.8 billion. Saw 51.5 billion to 52.5 billion. Estimate 53.6 billion. Okay. Adjusted EPS $3.69 to $3.71. The forecast was 364. Okay, so looks like they did beat EPS, so that's good. They beat EPS. Estimated revenue 13.54 billion. Looks like it came in line. Basically, they're saying 13.4 to 13.6, 13.54, kind of in the middle there a little bit. Okay, adjusted EPS 84 cents to 86 cents. Estimate was 84 cents. All right. And this is just fourth quarter numbers, just so everyone knows that. The previous numbers were the yearly numbers. So now we're talking about fourth quarter, third quarter results. You can kind of read through that, take a screenshot if you want. Some of the commentary here: former Splunk CEO Gary Steele named president of go-to-market effective immediately. So they're not messing around there. Cisco Chief Customer and Partner Officer Jeff Sharitz will depart after a 24-year career at the company. So, he's been there for quite a while, and now he's departing after 24 years. The acquisition of Splunk had a negative impact of 1 cent to 3Q adjusted EPS. Okay, so that's why they adjusted the third quarter EPS, was the acquisition of Splunk. Third quarter total AR includes 4.2 billion from Splunk. Okay. But overall, good news. They boosted the remainder of the fiscal year guidance, so that alone is going to be enough to possibly send this on a little bit of a rally. We got an initial positive reaction. It's still up almost 5% in after hours, but basically rallied to 53.25. It's pulled back this 38% fib retracement, trying to hold up here. This is the 1 minute chart. If we look at the 5 minute chart, it still looks very bullish. On these 5 minute candles, it hasn't even really retraced 50%. Got a little wick there, but it's holding up well above the 50% retrace of this previous green 5 minute candle. So that's still going to be very bullish for me. I wouldn't start getting, maybe I might think about being a little bearish if it, basically, obviously if it retraces this whole green candle 100%, then this initial move is not the real move, but it's holding up. We'll see if these fib levels can hold, and see if the buyers are still present here in after hours. So good news on Cisco. They raised forward guidance, and sometimes that's all you need. So I think this is going to be bullish, and I don't want to congratulate too early, but it's looking like a congratulations is in order for the bulls. Okay, we got 300 people joining the stream now. Again, it's a mixture of Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. Welcome everybody. Okay, so I already showed everybody my my Cisco position that I closed out earlier today, and that was almost 30% there. So that was a good one. Just some of the other profits we've been taking in my we have like a coach's corner in our Discord group, and I basically do the advanced options. So I do a lot of the wheel strategy, a lot of the spreads, I basically sell options, sell to open options. That's my bread and butter. And this was JetBlue yesterday. We had some $5.50 cash secured puts that we had sold on them. It was, I don't know, 3 weeks ago or something. Paid pretty good today. Captured 170 bucks profit there. I did have a SPY call spread, and I stopped out of that this morning. I did take a loss on that, so full transparency. And let's see what else we got. I got a good hit on Disney the other day. That was a nice one. Did a buy right strategy on Mara, and this was the end of last week, and took $370 profit from the trade. Max profit on the trade was like $394. I had 370 sitting there, and I was like, what the hell? Might as well take this and exit the trade with a big percentage of the profit on the table there. So what happened was I was red on my covered calls. So I bought those back, but I had so much profit on my shares. I just immediately sold my shares after I bought back the covered calls. Ended up netting 370 at the end of the day. I had to chase the calls a little bit because Mara was pumping when I was trying to buy back the calls, the covered calls. I eventually got filled and then sold my share. Almost had $1,000 profit on the shares. But at the end of the day, it netted a nice $370 profit on that buy right strategy. So that was a fun one. There's the Disney spread that we got some good profit on. Been willing SoFi. I actually closed out this SoFi trade today. Actually, I'm still in this trade. I'm sorry. It was the JetBlue one I closed out today. JetBlue, I had, let me see. Yeah, that's the one I got $170 profit on the JetBlue trade. So that was a good one. In the SoFi trade, I'm still in it. I was selling $7 cash secured puts. I'm on my third batch. I'm on my third batch of cash secured puts. Have not been assigned yet. I know it says average assignment there, but I'll put a little note there, not assigned yet. So, I'm just kind of collecting income on SoFi, and I don't even own any shares. And I've brought in $68 a contract in premium, and I'm doing 10 contracts at a time on this trade. So that's $680 in income I brought in on SoFi, and I don't even own any shares. Isn't that funny? That's why I like selling cash secured puts and stuff like that. This was a solid Intel trade we did, got 45% there. This is one of my previous SoFi trades, bagged 173 profit there. That's all this month too, y'all. So we're trading every week here, making money. Let me go to actually our main profit channel, because all this profit here, this is just my channel. We have 3 other alert analysts here, and Mr. SLP, his name's Lee. He does a lot of the swing trading with the stocks. So if you like swinging stocks, maybe you're not into options. He trades a lot of options too, but mainly swing trading equity is his specialty. He's been trading for decades, and his name's Mr. SLP. And this is his corner here. It's the swing trading coaches. I do it's called protective passive, but I'm going to rename this to options income, because that's basically what I do. Is I sell options for income. Okay, and I'm doing really well at it, and I've been doing it for years. And a lot of the members in my group are making some good money with me. Then we have a day trading coach, Ethan. All he does is day trade. He day trades options all day, every day. Okay. And we each have our own little profit channels you can check out. We're on my profit channel now, but let me go to the main. Let's see what kind of profit's been going in there today. Oh, there's a bunch been posted since the last I looked at it. Let's go back to Cisco just real quick. Yep. Still just kind of hanging out. Cisco is. We'll go back to 1 minute chart. Kind of trading, kind of flatlined a little bit, but nonetheless, very positive reaction on Cisco. Went up to 53.25, and I know that doesn't seem like much, like a $3 move or whatever, $3-4 move, but on a stock like Cisco, that's a good move, okay, because Cisco's not really a huge doesn't have huge price swings all the time. I mean, you can zoom out to the weekly chart, and I mean, there's been some volatility, like in 2022 was kind of tough for them, but they went from 59 down to 37. But I'm on the weekly time frame. If you zoom into the daily, it kind of trades you know, in tight ranges. Like this is only a $10 range here, mid 40s to mid 50s. Kind of does that for a while, but not really a big super duper mover compared to some of the other stocks that we see, right? So let me go back to 1 minute here and see what it's doing. Yep, still just kind of liking what it's doing. You know, it's letting the RSI is cooling off. The RSI has cooled off. This is the 1 minute chart, but you know, pumped up to 53.25, basically pulled back to 38% retrace. I'd be looking for the 25% retrace to get taken out, and then you know, obviously from there for the bulls, we want a new high in after hours here. But you know, they could be loading up for another little spike here. Let's look at the order book. Yeah, it's still got a buy side imbalance on the order book, and not too many levels to the upside. Now, again, this is Weeble's order book. Might be different on you know, if you're looking at Schwab or Fidelity or Vanguard. Those order books are actually a lot more accurate than the Weeble order books. I've noticed some orders on, for instance, a Fidelity order book that weren't here on the Weeble order book. So take the Weeble order book with a grain of salt, but it is a good gauge from a bird's eye view. But if you want some really in-depth levels, then you know, definitely check the order books on the bigger brokers, because you'll probably see some orders on the bigger brokers that you're not going to see here on Webull. So just a little tip there. Anyway, it's still buy side imbalance. Not really any huge levels. You know, we got 52.20 here, and that's 220 shares sitting there in second place on the ass, now in third place. We'll see if that gets chewed up and broken. But basically, as far as the chart goes, just looking for some of these fib levels to hold. Specifically the golden fib, if it ever does get down there, which is 61.8%, we see bounces a lot of times off the golden fib. Basically 61% retrace from the pump. It hasn't even, still has a couple levels before it even gets there. So ideally, you know, I don't want it to get tested, but if it does, I'd be looking for a bounce around there, which is right around $51. So Cisco's trading at 52.11 right now in after hours, and it's holding up quite nicely above 52 basically. Okay, so trading sideways above 52. Let's see if the buyers can gain some more momentum and push this up for a new high in after hours. Excuse me, take a sip of water here. But nice, yeah, I got 300 people joined into the stream. It's nice seeing everyone. Yeah, let's go back to the this is our profit channel. Let's see what's going on today. RB's been killing it. Okay, yeah, RB's got over $1,400 in the past week. Congrats, RB. Oh, look, he's giving out some thank yous. And let's see, he said that's my swing spread account, up about 200 on my day trade account as well. Can't give enough credit to this community and my coach. Okay, so he's in Ethan's trading coaching corner, and that's what I was saying earlier. We have 3 coaches corners. We have 3 coaches, and it's Ethan. Actually, we have 4 coaches. So he's part of Ethan's coaching corner, which is the all day trades. And then we got Lee, which is Mr. SLP. All he does is swing trade equity. And then we got my coach's corner. All I do is sell. I sell to open options to create weekly or monthly income. I'm targeting income. So that's my group. And then we got Jay. He's like the technical analysis, you know, probably one of the best technical traders I've ever met. And he's got his coaching group. But RB, slam dunker, past week over $1,400. And yeah, let me give him some emojis here, because that's a solid week for sure. Nice. All right, who's this? Tick Breezy. All right, yeah, got 22% on Mara. I think someone's got a hot mic here. Let me go check that out. Sorry about that. So congrats, Tick Breezy, he got 22% on Mara. Sweet. Oh, he's got a ton of trades here. Zach always kills it. He posts profit all the time. He's been killing it. Mule, okay, up 8% year to date. Oh, you know, I mean, the S&P annual average is what, 10%, 11% or something. So he's well on his way to beating the S&P. Congrats. Let me give you some emojis. Congrats, Mule. That's great to hear. You're up 8% on your account for the year. It's only been 4 months, so if you can just that's the thing. We don't need home runs. I mean, if you can do 8% a quarter times 4 quarters, that's going to be 32% return on your portfolio for the year. That's beating the S&P by 3x. So keep up the good work, Mule, and very nice to see that. This was yesterday. Pookie brought in about $700. Very nice. Big Frosty played it small with only 2 contracts, but nonetheless over a 200% gain. Pay for a couple steak dinners since he was in late, but very nice to take the family out to dinner and you're good to go. And a nice solid return on Beyond. Okay, we've been playing AMC all week, just kind of playing it like a fiddle. Yeah, it's fun to do that. And Zach says he's done for the day. Yeah, that's good. Last minute profit there. So as you can see, we have a lot of fun. We live trade every day. JTM with a solid hit on GameStop. $361 return, 92%. That was yesterday. Nice. Another GameStop. Yeah, Ethan. It must have been Ethan was day trading this. I think quite a few of our analysts were day trading these. Nice gains though. This all came in within the past couple days. Big Frosty. Okay, good there. Duco. Nice. Duco, $530. I mean, do the math on that. Yeah, I mean, up 7% on the account for the month. Again, bring in 7%. He did 7.6%. Do 7.6% return on your portfolio every month. You're going to almost double your account. I mean, I'm not saying be greedy and stuff like that. I'm just saying that the small numbers add up. People get too hung up on, oh, I need to get like this 100% return and this 50% return. I like slow, consistent drips of profit. I can get a couple percents here, a couple percents there. At the end of the day, then at the end of the month, and the end of the year, your portfolio is going to be in really great shape. This is okay. Snowflake collecting dividends. Okay, nice, free money. That's free money. I love me some dividends. So we got some nice. Here's RB again. $146 trade there. Ooh, Kieris. 200% on Tesla. Let's go. Good stuff. I could go through this all day. I know I showed y'all a lot of winners, but I take losses. Full transparency. I take losses. Look, I'll show you some losses right now. This was a SPY call credit spread. Let me scroll back down. Yeah, here it was. I actually opened up this yesterday, and it was a trade based on CPI because what happened was PPI came in hot. Producers are kind of paying more for their stuff than was forecasted. So PPI came in hot, but then we had CPI this morning. I thought it would be a 1-2 punch of negative because it's done that before. And we didn't get a move yesterday on PPI. We didn't, PPI came in hot. You'd think it would be bearish. And yesterday was a very bullish day on SPY. And the trade was basically based that I was thinking that investors were waiting on CPI to see if that was hot. And if CPI came in hot, then the market would have sold off. But the opposite happened. We're human. We're not always right 100% of the time. Very honest trader with everyone in my group. And, it didn't work out. I was able to stop out of the play this morning before SPY. SPY ended up running all day. Here's SPY right here. Ran all day. But I stopped out a little bit after the opening bell. It was like around 11 or something. It basically, and the credit spread was very easy. It was a call credit spread. I basically sold the 527 call for Friday, and I bought the 528 call for Friday, and I got a $36 credit for each one I sold, which would have been a solid return because this is only a $1 wide spread. So $1 wide spreads, they're worth $100. And if I collected $36 when I sold them, then my max risk on the trade was $64 is the total I could ever lose on it for each spread. And so I knew what my risk was going into the trade, and I ended up buying I ended up closing it out this morning because there was a positive reaction to CPI. But before I entered the trade, I explained all that, and everyone knew what my plan was, and it just didn't work out. So here's a loser here, and I kept everyone updated every step of the way. And ultimately, I said I'm just going to stop out, and I did take a loss, but it's a drop in the bucket compared to all the successful trades that we have. Let me see if I can find another loser, because I think there's another one in here somewhere. This is just me taking profits. I know there's another loser in here somewhere. I'll have to scroll through and find it, but got a decent win rate. Of course, if I have to try and track down the losers, then it's obviously a good winning ratio here. Anyways, I'll come back to it when I find one. I'll tell you. But overall, we have a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie. We do have some other analysts in here that basically they Top. He's a good one. He basically day trades options every single day. Okay, so there is all of these are alert channels as well. I think the bread and butter personally is the stuff in the coach's corner that I was talking about with Ethan. He has his own section here. All they do is day trade options. And we got Lee, Mr. SLP. All he does is swing trade equity. And here's me. I collect income by selling options. And then we got Jay, the technical analysis trader. This, I think, is where all the value is. But if you just want to come to a Discord and knock out some day trades, then we have a whole list of traders here. And Top usually does a very good job. What else? 8X is a good one. Profit options is a good one. So lots to choose from. We got something for everybody. Let me scroll down here to the recaps so you can see the recaps for the. These are the bot analysts that I was just showing you. Tops and 8X and profit options, all them. But here's they do take losses as well. They're transparent as well, and you can come here and just look at the recaps. So normally it's pretty legit recaps. There is a loss every now and then. Looks like we got another hot mic. Looks like it's Nikki. I'm just gonna mute that for you. Sorry. Here, I'll let you do that. Anyways, it's about 4:30. Let me see. Charlie says, am I checked out, or did you go from 200 to 300 queued in the last 5 minutes? Yeah. There's a lot of viewers here. We're up to 320 people tuning in right now. So that, it's great. The more people, the better. I just like talking about tips and tricks and stuff that I've learned over the years. And Nikki, no worries. Nikki's saying sorry because she had a hot mic. No worries. We all still love the beautiful Nikki. Come on now. Anyways, yeah, we have a lot of fun, basically. Okay, so let me move this back over. Let's go back to the sticks. And yeah, Cisco's still flatline here, folks. So not really much action going on. Looks like the bulk of the action was right when the earnings data was released. And again, to summarize, looks like they beat EPS. Revenue came in line, but the golden egg, if you will, was they increased forward guidance up. They boosted the remainder of fiscal year 2024. They boosted guidance upwards. Anytime that happens, sometimes the EPS and revenue don't even matter. And they raised guidance. Investors love when guidance is raised. And that's what happened with Cisco. So congratulations for the bulls on Cisco. Been about 30 minutes and looks like the excitement's kind of over. Just kind of trading sideways right now. And to be honest, as long as it holds up around the low 50s, I'll be looking for continuation. I'm assuming the CEO will probably do a web call. Usually when earnings are announced at around 4 p.m. Eastern, usually the earnings call with the CEO is at 5 p.m. Eastern. It's usually like an hour later. And very simple, if you want to join the web call, literally just Google Cisco Investor Relations. Okay, you can either put this ticker symbol, CSCO, Investor Relations, or the name of the company, CISCO, Cisco, and just put Cisco Investor Relations, and probably one of the first links that pop up is gonna it'll navigate you to the web call with the CEO. So With that said, it looks like we got the move. It was a bullish move, very very good there, and now we're kind of just trading sideways. So what I would anticipate is maybe a secondary move when the CEO does his web call at 5 p.m. Eastern. So that's in about another 30 minutes. Be on the lookout for a possible secondary move when the CEO does his press conference. Okay. Other than that, just look for the basically 52 bucks to hold. And it's basically been trading sideways just above 52. Worst case scenario, I'd like it to stay above 51, which would be the 61% retrace, the golden fib level there. So levels to the downside, very easy, 52 and 51. I would like for those levels to hold to see continuation and for it to continue to make higher lows leading into tomorrow. And then, of course, we'll get the pre-market data in the morning and go from there. But other than that, if anyone wants to join our group, there's a link in the description. Would love to have you. Would love to chat with you. Like I said, we live trade every single day, and we got a fantastic group. But other than that, thanks for coming out. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their night, and I'll see everybody in the next stream. Cheers.